In this video, we're going to be looking at 0 as an exponent. In number 1, it says, given 3 raised to the 4th is equal to 81. And then it wants us to divide by 3. If we were to divide 3 to the 4th by 3, we would have 3 to the 3rd power, and that's equal to 27. And then if we were to divide by 3 again, we would have 3 to the 2nd power, which is equal to 9. And then if we were to divide by 3 again, we'd have 3 to the 1st power, and that's equal to 3. And then it says, notice that as the exponents decrease by 1, the right-hand side is divided by 3. For this pattern to continue, what must the next statement be? The next statement would be 3 to the 0 power is equal to 1, because 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. So it states 0 as an exponent. If a is not equal to 0, then a to the 0 power is equal to 1. So in 1, it says simplify each pair of expressions, and we're going to assume that x is not equal to 0. In a, we have 4 to the 0 power, and that's going to be equal to 1. And x to the 0 power is equal to 1. In b, we have negative 4 to the 0 power. Now this negative is not raised to the 0 power because it's not inside parentheses. So we have negative 1 because 4 to the 0 is equal to 1, and then we have the negative out front. And again, with negative x to the 0, the negative is not inside parentheses. So we're going to have x to the 0 is equal to 1, and we have a negative out front. So we have negative 1. In C, we have negative 4 in parentheses raised to the 0 power. So now that the negative is inside the parentheses, negative 4 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And negative x to the 0 power is also equal to 1. In D, we have 4 times 2 raised to the 0 power. So we're going to take care of inside the parentheses first, and we can say that this is 8 to the 0 power. And 8 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And we have 4x to the 0 power, and that's equal to 1. In E, we have 4 times 2 to the 0, which is equal to 4 times 1, and that's equal to 4. With 4 times x to the 0, we have 4 times, and x to the 0 is equal to 1. So this is equal to 4. In F, we have 4 plus 2 raised to the 0 power is equal to 6 to the 0 power, and 6 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And we have 4 plus x all raised to the 0 power, and that's equal to 1, because regardless of what x is inside the parentheses, when we raise it to the 0 power, it'll be equal to 1. In G, we have 4 to the 0 power plus 2 to the 0 power, and 4 to the 0 power is 1, and 2 to the 0 power is 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And we have 4 to the 0 power plus x to the 0 power, so we're going to have 1 plus 1 again, and that's equal to 2. And in H, we have 4 to the 0, which is equal to 1, minus 2 to the 0, which is equal to 1. So 1 minus 1 gives us 0. And then we have negative 4 to the 0 power, and we have negative, and then 4 to the 0 power is equal to 1, minus 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1, and we have negative 1 minus 1 is equal to negative 2. And that's our video on 0 as an exponent.